A COVID-19 test site in Racine disrupts a neighborhood for weeks. It drew crowds of people who left the site with money in their pockets. How did that happen? Jenna Sachs explains in tonight's Contact 6 report.
In Racine is a storefront offering community health services. On its door, a new sign.
I don't want them closed. I want them to stay open.
Teresa Simpson says she came here twice a week for COVID testing, but that wasn't her real reason for visiting.
It was free money.
Can you elaborate?
It didn't take you long to get in and get out. Get your $20 for the day.
Navira Genetics closed its doors Wednesday, the same day Contact 6 emailed with questions. The for-profit business offered testing for a number of viruses. After getting one test, visitors could opt to sell a second sample, plus some basic information for $20. Were you legitimately concerned about having COVID?
Not really.
Is it more about the $20?
Yeah.
2 days before it shut down, Contact 6 spotted people waiting outside on Douglas Avenue.
We know that there is always a line to the end of the building.
The owners of a Spanish center across the street say the crowds created traffic, limited parking, and
there were a couple physical altercations that did happen.
People in this neighborhood have written to Fox 6 with complaints about this business, complaints about loitering, congestion, and even police calls to the property. Racine police say they've responded 9 times this year. Among the reasons, auto accidents, a suspicious person, a noise violation, and an assault.
We understand the neighbors' concerns, and we tried to do something about it. And that's ultimately why we ceased operations.
Navira Genetics spokesperson says they tried managing the crowds, hiring off-duty police officers as private security. The site opened in October, but it was February it began paying for samples for genetic research.
And that clearly attracted a lot more people.
Many visitors were grateful for the money and testing in an area with limited health services.
I think they was doing a good thing. I really do.
Others questioned the practice that drew so many people.
It's fishy. It's real fishy.
Navira's website says it operates a large clinical biobank. Researchers can buy a clinical sample of COVID-19 from Navira for $200. Navira's spokesperson says it billed private and public insurance for the initial tests and accepted people without insurance. We asked the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services if they had complaints about the business. It told us to protect investigations. It doesn't comment on complaints or pending actions.
We follow all rules, regulations, and laws that apply to us. And frankly, I think it's an important way to contribute to health research in our state and beyond.
The Department of Health Services tells Contact 6 Navira is a private business and not one of the state's official testing sites. The city of Racine says any testing is not under its jurisdiction.
This was totally a voluntary program.
And at least for one woman, it wasn't just about the money.
We was coming to make sure that we didn't have the COVID, you know. The $20 was just a plus.
I'm Jenna Sachs, Contact 6.
Navira spokesman says they're just one player in a growing field and not the only ones paying for samples. He says so do universities, research hospitals, even the government. DHS encourages people to visit its trusted testing providers and says anyone who feels defrauded should contact the Office of the Inspector General. We have that information on our website, fox6now.com.